Hi, this is Tim Evans with Evans Tire and Automotive, and today we're going to talk to you about minimum required maintenance. This subject came to my mind as yesterday, around lunchtime, the tow truck brought us a car in on the hook. And what had happened was the client was going to do his own tune-up, and he ended up breaking the spark plug off in the cylinder head. And it was a 2005 Buick, and it only had about 108,000 miles on it. So when I looked up the maintenance schedule in that particular vehicle, the spark plugs are supposed to be replaced at 100,000 miles. So it was only about 8,000 miles overdue on the spark plug replacement, according to the minimum required maintenance by GM. But when we got into it, we really weren't sure how the thing was going to go, because a lot of times when we get into these situations, it requires removal of the cylinder head and replacement of the cylinder head. But we were really lucky. The customer was lucky. We were able to, it was one of the front spark plugs. We were able to remove some things to get access to it. And my technician's very good at what he does, and he had some good tools and was able to remove the spark plug. We're going to switch over here and hopefully get you a chance to see the spark plug. May not be able to see a lot of detail with it, but the spark plug on the right there, you'll see that has our tool still stuck in it, but you can see where it was actually broken off, and there was no hex available for the technician to put his socket on. The spark plug to the left is one of the other plugs that came out of it, and you may or may not be able to see the detail on it, but it was all rusty. And again, this was only 8,000 miles over the minimum requirement by General Motors. So, what does minimum required maintenance mean? Ultimately, it is just what it says. This is the bare minimums that you need to do to maintain your vehicle. Or in this case, the maximum that you would want to take those spark plugs out to would be 100,000 miles. Okay, he was at 108,000, but again, he was over. But if those spark plugs had been removed several thousand miles before, chances are he might not have had that problem. He was very lucky in this case, in that he didn't have to have a large repair bill, but it could have gotten a lot worse. So what we want to make sure that we're doing is we are taking care of these things as they, but before you need to do them. Again, these are just minimum recommendations. One other thing that we see quite often is, manufacturers will have normal driving schedules and their severe schedules. Most of us, we think that we don't drive in a severe method, but in reality, we really do. If we're doing, round town driving less than 10 to 15 miles per day, short trips around town, stop and start, or, taxi service. Hey, well, I don't run a taxi. Well, yeah, you might be doing a taxi service for the kids, taking them to dance or taking them to ball games and things like that. And whenever you're operating in those severe conditions, which most of us really operate in, those maintenance schedules need to be done a lot more often. So make sure that we're at least taking care of those minimum maintenance items and taking care of them before you have problems like this gentleman did. And hopefully you'll be lucky just like he was. Thanks a lot. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Our number is 919-934-6133. Just ask for any of us, and we'll be glad to help you get those maintenance items taken care of. Thank you very much, and have a great day.